Hey friends, Besa Gordon here. Welcome to another episode of Almost the Weekend. Let me tell you, I am super excited to welcome an industry legend right here in the Black Media Matters studio. Child, you know him from Love Jones, and I found out today that he actually coined the term booty call. If you're from my age group, you know all about that. Friends, help me welcome Bill Bellamy to the Black Media Matters studio.
Besa, that's hysterical. You know about that. How are you? Thank you for having me. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. That was funny as hell.
Welcome to the Black Media Matters
Thank you.
studio.
This is so beautiful, man. I'm really happy I came through. You know what I'm saying? The energy here. This show is wonderful. You have such good energy. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Very charismatic. Let's do it, sis. I love it. I love it.
Okay, so being that I call you an industry legend because you're not just a comedian, you're not just an actor, you're not just someone that does radio and podcasting.
Yeah.
You do it all. You're even an author.
Yes.
So where I actually want to start with questions for you is the new media game is different from when you started.
Facts.
You know, like when you started, we're watching MTV. We're all gathered around in a circle, friends, family, cousins, mom. We're watching the music videos through you. We're learning about the new artists through you. Child, now we go on TikTok. Like, as someone that really started this media game and to see what it turned into, what are some of your thoughts on that?
You know what? It's a love-hate situation because I feel like now, because back in the day, MTV was a one-stop shop. Like, we came there to know what artist was dropping, what album was coming out, what was the top 20 album or single of the week or of the month, what was the Billboard 100, right? Now, everything is so fragmented. It's like I can't even figure out, do I go to TikTok for music? Do I go to Spotify? Do I go to Instagram? Whatever. There's no one place to me. And so that is the downside. The other good side is your information could get out everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you work the internet, to your advantage, then people will know. But it's a machine. Like, you gotta post. Like, I just found that Chris Brown dropped a single because he came up in my feed. See, you ain't even know. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just came up in my feed that Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller dropped a new single today. But back in the day, I would have known it was dropping today. That's the difference.
Do you feel like because I did radio for 5 years. And so when TikTok came about, I started calling some of the new #1 singles and top 40 songs that we had to play popcorn music.
Right.
Because it would really come up through TikTok. And sometimes it'd be a song that was released 3 years ago, but because it's going viral on
They're
TikTok,
gonna play it again.
Now it's #1 on the board.
No.
And it's just where is this coming from? So do you feel like that is potentially one of the reasons why a lot of music right now doesn't have that same longevity?
Absolutely, because everything is microwave right now. You know what I mean? And they don't do the promotions behind the music that they used to.
Yeah.
I remember when Brandy's first album, oh my God, Brandy was probably 16, 17, her first album. You knew it. The record company was behind it. You would see Brandy posted everywhere. She was doing all the magazines. She was doing all the interviews. Yeah. So you knew the album was out.
Making her rounds.
Same thing with Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. You knew it was coming. They promoted. Now it's what? If you don't follow Brandy or the Fugees and they not in their living room telling you, you just don't know. I don't understand now why the music game is so different. I mean, they get behind some artists. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's Beyonce. We know Beyonce, the Cowboy Carter. We know it's out, but we don't know the dates. But we know it's out. You heard that, Beyonce's on tour, but what cities?
Yeah.
So you got to go find. Back in the day, you'd be Houston, New York, San Antonio. You know what I mean?
And people would have to literally tune into you to get that actual announcement. Appointment setting is not the same anymore. You actually just go and find it yourself. You might even just ask Siri.
You know what I noticed? So the other day, I was going on my Spotify because Giveon just had a drop. Love his new album is bananas. By the way, Giveon's new album is crazy. If you don't know, you just heard it from me. It's crazy. Go make sure you get it. So, but at the bottom, if you scroll down, they show you the tour dates of artists. I said, oh, that's how you get it. So if you're on Spotify, you scroll down at the bottom, it'll tell you artists that either you like that might be coming to your area or whatever. So I was like, oh, so now that, if I didn't scroll all the way down, I wouldn't even know.
But yeah, and so with that, I mean, obviously the music industry it's I don't know. I just had to ask your thoughts on that, especially
Yeah.
since you interviewed so many
It's
artists that
so
are just
different.
so big now. And it's
Yeah.
like artists get big, but they don't. It's I don't know if we'll have another artist that's as big as Beyonce, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, with TikTok, no.
They might be for
But
like 2 seconds.
this goes to show you how crazy music business is right now. Chris Brown, to me, is our largest outside of Drake. These two guys are our largest artists right now. To me, you know who they are, you know the name, you know what they look like, you know their music, right? Cool, cool, cool. They have to be on social media every damn day. Like Chris Brown is letting us know he's in the studio. Chris Brown is showing clips from his tour. Chris Brown is showing you stuff with he hanging out with his daughter, or he's behind the scenes with his clothing line. He's doing some stuff with his art. Like back in the day, we would have never had that kind of access. Like Michael Jackson, you didn't know nothing about Michael Jackson, just the glove.
They've made it to where we have to create our own reality TV channels through our social media. Otherwise, it's like, where's this person at? Where's that person at? Where's Nicki Minaj? I haven't heard from Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, like I haven't heard from Nicki, and she started tweeting recently, and I follow Nicki Minaj, and I love Nicki, and I was like, where's Nicki been? And then all of a sudden, lately, she been tweeting, and I was like,
lighting it up.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, Nicki back, because I've been waiting for her to drop some. I love Nicki Minaj.
No, Nicki Minaj is a schmooze. She got a whole challenge going out and didn't even try to.
Thank you.
She got people risking their lives on social media. Meanwhile, the actual video, her feet is planted. I'm like, y'all risking your life for a challenge? Anywho, but that's a TikTok effect.
That's a TikTok.
And so, comedy. Let's move over to that really quick. Mm-hmm. When comedians first started, they would have to go from club to club to club.
Yeah.
And again, I think this kind of goes into the same thing of like music. Social media has changed how you can become famous.
Correct.
And nowadays, you can become a comedian through TikTok and then all of a sudden start doing shows that way. As someone that like really got it from the mud, if you will, like what are your thoughts on that? And how do you feel about some of the comedians that are coming out these days?
I don't hate on the situation. I think there's pluses and minuses on all of it. My era coming up in comedy, you had to get on TV. Yeah. Like, oh my God, if I could get on TV, they're gonna see me and then I could blow up. Or if I get on this comedy special, oh my God, I'll be on HBO, Def Jam, or the Young Comedian special, and then next thing you know, I'm gonna be in a movie or something. Because I remember saying, comedians get into movies, so I'm gonna be funny as hell, and then somebody gonna see me, and then maybe I would get, and it really happened. Yeah. So just think about now, if you are a new funny person, there's a lot of funny people like Mojo Brooks. I follow him, he funny. Bubba Dub is funny. Desi Banks, like these dudes put up some skits. They is so funny to me. I repost them things because they kill it. You know what I mean? My brother D-Lay, he posts a bunch of funny stuff. I'd be like, yo, D-Lay, what made you say that? I'd be crying. But the beauty of it is embracing the technology because you don't have to sit on that thought. Yeah. Even me, I could be like, oh my God, I got a great take on this. I'm gonna post it. And it goes viral sometimes. I've had several videos just sitting in my car talking about my stories. They went viral, like, oh my God, because people can't tell my stories. Period. Right? So I didn't realize that those stories mean something. People are like, oh my God, yo, you was with Michael Jackson or Mariah Carey, y'all was what? And so that's the beauty of the technology. We can get it up, we can get out. Now, does it make you a comedian immediately? No, it does not. It means you're funny. To be a comedian is hard because you got to practice this. Like, to me, being a comedian is like being a great shooter in basketball. The only way you become a great shooter is by shooting. You have to shoot a lot. You got to get form shooting. You got to practice your shot, game shots, and that's reps. So guys who want to be funny as me, you're not going to be able to be funny as Bill Bellamy. I have too many reps. You can be funny, but I have so many reps. Like for you to be able to catch me, it's just like when Kobe was saying, I'm out practicing you. I got too many hours in practice for you to even come to me. Because I've been up 4 hours practicing. You just get to the gym. Yeah. I'm 4 hours ahead of you. You're never gonna catch me. That's what I'm saying. It's that kind of, diligence, that type of commitment that I think make you great. And if you come into it with that, you're gonna win. I don't care if you start on from back in the day or right now. If you're an internet comedian and you are diligent and you want to be the best comedian, you will be the best comedian. It's just takes the hard work.
Now, speaking of hard work and different comedians that are putting in those reps, Nate Jackson, you're going to be actually
Oh my God, yeah,
performing at his
absolutely.
comedy club, and he's been putting in those reps and
Yeah,
actually cracked
and
that
Nate
top three.
deserve it. Like you got to understand, like Nate, I've known Nate for I want to say at least 15 years, and he just catching his wave, and he's been funny the whole time. And the smartest thing that Nate did was lean into the internet
Yes.
because now instead of people knowing Nate like this, they're like, yo, Nate funny as hell. He just dropped a brand new comedy special. It's
Yep.
funny as hell. Like he deserves that. But that's a guy that's smart enough to say, wait a minute, I'm not gonna wait for the TV people, this, that, and that. I'm gonna run right to my fans, get it to the fans.
And I think that's the beauty of the internet, to where it's like, yeah, as you said, it's kind of both.
Yeah,
if
both.
you use it correctly, but you're
It
also
works.
still putting in those reps,
Yeah.
it's like an amazing trifecta at the end of the day.
Absolutely. And then you just got to be consistent. So you just keep your fans, you keep growing your fan base, just stay consistent.
Now, let me ask you this. I was reading your press release, and you were talking about how it was important for you to tap in with community in different places that you go, and you want to like learn the foods. And when you came in here, you felt so welcome to be in.
Oh my God.
You guys say it feels like home, but this is our home, and so we're literally welcoming you into our home. Why is it important for when you're going to these different cities on your tour to connect with the communities?
Well, I love us. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love all people, but like us, I feel like, we got to embrace each other. And it's just really important to have that energy out there because there's a lot of beautiful Black entrepreneurs, inventors, people that are chefs and business owners that are doing things and don't nobody know. And I'm just lucky enough to travel so much that I meet these people and I'm like, what? It's like when I came in here, Amari was like just telling me, I was like, man, fuck that. We gotta let people know, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not gonna be a secret. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Bellamy ain't gonna be no secret either. Like you gonna know I'm out here like committed to the culture, love my people, always been trying to rep Black men on a positive level, you know what I'm saying? Always try to keep my brand right, you feel me? And that means something to me because there's other young brothers out there that may look at me and be like, yo, Bill Bellamy, that's the type of dude I want to be. You know what I mean? Like I want to make money. I want to be successful. I want to be fly. Like that's a thing. Yeah. You feel me? And I think to be purposeful in whatever you do is important because you don't know who you're going to influence. Like y'all don't know me coming here, how inspirational it was for me. I just felt immediately welcome and I was just like rejuvenated. Like I came in, I felt like I was in Wakanda. Yes, we are here. We are here. Just jump out of ooh, oh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ah. I felt like a jump. I felt like a Jambari when I came here. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Welcome.
Right, I'm welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now, outside of being absolutely hilarious, because whoa.
Lot of energy. Sorry.
You've been in the game for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Without giving out all your secret sauce, okay? What do you think has been your secret to this longevity?
I think just being real, like, you know what I mean? Being relatable, and just evolving as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I first came in the game, I was wearing, the loud colors and I had the high top fade and, you know what I'm saying? I was that Bill Bellamy. Then, you know what I'm saying? Then I just evolved to the how to be a player Bill Bellamy. Then I evolved to the Love Jones Bill Bellamy. Then the brothers Bill Bellamy. Like I just keep evolving, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what if you got a long career, you're going to evolve. Like when I look at people like Charlie Wilson is an inspiration to me. When I say I've known Charlie Wilson my whole life, like as an artist, like Gap Band growing up, my mama and daddy playing dum, 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 boom, boom, boom. I never thought I would ever host a show with Charlie Wilson. I'm standing there, oh yeah. I was like, my mama be going crazy. What? And boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I went from being a kid, literally listening to my parents play Gap Band, to being in the game, to meeting Mr. Charlie Wilson, who has had an incredible career and ups and downs, and he's still winning, looks fantastic. Like, that's beautiful. So, like, I use him as an example of longevity, of a person who, you know, at one point they said he was over, he's too old, he'll never release another great single. Boom, boom. Uncle Charlie, Justin Timberlake, R. Kelly. I mean, he done jumped on with Snoop. Like, he's an inspiration. So if you keep grinding, and I feel like you never let nobody put a cap on your dream, then there's no ceilings for you. You can keep rolling.
And that's also why you're a legendary in the game.
Thank
because
you.
you like, you're doing everything, but you do
Yeah.
it all well.
Thank you.
And in doing everything, what have been like some of the favorite interviews that you've done over the years?
I got so many favorite ones. Well, Michael Jackson would be my top. Prince was super duper dope because I never knew that Prince's voice was deep, his regular voice.
Word.
Because, you know, when you, back then, Prince was like, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in this thing called life. I thought that's the way he talked. He'd be like, listen, man, it's a pleasure to have you. Like, what?
Like, wait, where did that come from?
Where did baritone come from, Roger?
Yeah. You brought it down from the belly.
Yeah, you could brought it back here. Well, I have a lot of friends, you know. Because I remember I said, I'm going to ask Prince some real player shit, you know what I'm saying? So when I was interviewing him for his album that he released, I'm trying to think, it was Emancipation, I think. I said, Prince, let's be honest. Every time I see you with a chick, she's so bad that we don't know what nationality she is. Like, how do you find these girls? Like every time you see Prince on a red carpet, the girl's so goddamn bad. Like Apollonia and beyond, like they always just exotic looking, right? He was like, interestingly enough, they send me pictures and I pick through them. I said, boy, I can't wait till I get me a folder.
He picking women like apples.
Yo! He said they send me pictures from all over the world, so he ain't even got to move. God damn. Boy, look at God. Won't he do it?
What flavor do I want today?
Like, what type of apple will I eat today? Like, just think about that. And here's the thing, right, about Prince, because I was nervous. This is a funny story. Like, so I always thought that Prince was a vampire because he was wearing ruffles. Like, I was like, you know, he was the first dude I ever seen to wear ruffles, and, you know, he had feathery hair, and he was, God. You know, he wear like exotic blouses. So I didn't know. I thought like if you look at him, he would hypnotize you. So when I was doing the interview, I was like looking up. I was like, what is happening? I was like, he might zap me.
You thought it was about to be Sinners, right?
Yeah, I think it was like Sinners.
I thought it was Sinners before Sinners, and I didn't welcome him.
Because I was like, Mr. Prince. I was trying to look up at this guy, Mr. Prince, right? But I was just being silly. And I'm going to give you another one. And my Janet Jackson interview was a lot of fun. And the reason why the Janet Jackson stands out, because everybody thought me and Janet Jackson was dating, right? So it was so funny because she used to flirt with me all the time on air in front of the world. And I was like, oh, snap. I used to be like, wow, what?
Is this happening?
I was so, you know, shy and not like knowing like how to read the signals or whatever at the time. But we did this interview with her. If you go online, go on YouTube, whatever, and you'll see me standing there with all the dancers. When she laid her head on my chest, let me tell you something. The spirit. I was about to black out. I was like if you watch it, you're going to bust out laughing because I was like, I was discombobulated. She was like, oh, Bill. And she laid on my chest and started rubbing my chest. I said, girl, you better stop playing with me. I don't care about your brother Randy and them. I'm telling you, keep playing. Keep playing. I'm going to run my hand through your curls. Keep it up. That was fun. That was a fun one.
We could do this all
Girls think they can just play with, I'm a real man. Stop playing with me, Jay. Come on, grab your little curls right here by your baby hair. Keep it up.
I already know that's what you was thinking because somebody watching was like, I wish that was me.
Oh my
Look,
God, I wish I could have did that, but I was so scared. Go ahead.
I would have been scared too, child. Now, before you go, obviously you're here for comedy, but you also have a podcast and you're working on season 2. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's called Top Billing with Bill Bellamy. You can see where all podcasts are. There's about 73 episodes up. We have from Dwayne Wade to Jamil Hill to Wiz Khalifa to Ice Cube. I mean, the list goes on. Lil Rel came through. We had Tiffany Haddish. The way we did from comedy athletes to influencers. I'd like to talk to people that's trying to make impact no matter what it is. I had a brother named Yaki Awakening. Brother Yaki was one of my favorite interviews, but his about health. It's about, what we eat, how body functions and how we can stay healthy. He had a really interesting life with bad health for quite some time, and then he just started changing his diet, taking things out, putting things in, and he corrected his body and he became a much healthier person and led to this life of trying to heal other people holistically. So that story I wanted out there. And so what I'm trying to do with Top Billing means the best at everything. That's what that means. It's like being the best at who you are, being a master of your lane. So if you're a master of your lane, I would interview you and what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish. And those stories are interesting, and I get a chance to get these candid moments with people that they don't necessarily give everybody. Like I had an interview with Kenny Lattimore, and no one knows that Kenny Lattimore is an opera singer. See how quiet I got?
Yeah, no.
Kenny Lattimore, who is Mr. R&B, Mr. Smooth, whatever, is a trained opera singer. And he has like some crazy octave voice. I said, what? See, brothers don't tell you they like opera. In the hood, you don't never hear nobody, people be like, man, if you don't go ahead, hey man, ease up with all that little ooh.
Better keep that in the shower.
Hey man, we ain't doing that at Waffle House, fam.
And really quick also, speaking of Top Billing, that is the name of your book also.
Yes, ma'am.
Dude, where can we get that? What are the vibes?
Top Billing, Stories of Laughter, Triumph, and Life Lessons is the title of my memoir. It is a really wonderful read and audiobook. If you love Bill Bellamy and you really, you can listen or you can read old school, read it. But most people like to listen while they're driving or doing something. My memoir is very, very interesting. It's a beautiful journey through my life on how this became true. That dreams are possible, that vision is important, and being diligent about your dream can make you who you want to be. And I'm a living example of dream. You know what I mean? I'm a walking example of just believing in it with nobody believing in you or people saying, how you gonna do that? Bill, like, you are not funny like that. How you gonna be an actor, Bill? You ain't never been in nothing. How you gonna be in a movie, Bill Bellamy? Like, come on, like you don't live in Hollywood. That's what they were saying to me, and I was like, I don't know, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be big as Eddie Murphy. I'm gonna be big as this. I'm gonna do this like Bill Cosby. All these people that inspired me. Like when I met Eddie Murphy, I said, yo, Ed, literally, bro, I've been waiting to tell you, thank you for making comedy fly. Thank you for inspiring me to want to be like you, like live your dream. You look like me. You came from New York. You like a real dude and you did it, bro. Like you made us want to be comedians. Thank you. He's like, yo, man, go ahead with all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's true. So when you read my book, I think you're going to be inspired, whatever your dream is. I think you're going to laugh. I think you're going to see some of the sad points in my life that I went through that I had to overcome and like stay diligent with it. You know what I mean? And it's not all, life is a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Every day ain't Saturday in life. You have losses and it just depends on what you do with your loss. And that's why life lessons is important, because life is going to teach you something. Something you gonna learn. Something.
Something.
Life don't care about your feelings. Life be lifing, right? So enjoy the book.
Definitely go get the book. And then also, if you guys are in town in the Washington area, pull on up to Tacoma. Go to Nate Jackson Super Funny Comedy Club. Oh, and if you eat meat while you're there, please get the chicken wings.
Off the chain. Say less.
Look, I want to thank you so
Give me
much
some.
for coming to the Black Media Matters studio.
Yeah, this is the flyest
amazing.
studio in the world. Let's go. Black Media Matters. Say less.
Period. And I
Boom.
think we can end it like